That's the problem with these.
Oh, it's dripping everywhere.
I think this would feel quite nice if you were feeling a little bit ill, maybe from a hangover. Or...
You want to be a... I hope you have found this useful.
Hi everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we're doing a video about face masks. Now I've seen you use face masks before. I've brought my beautiful wife who's going to be my assistant today.
I love a good face mask, and especially, you know, if I'm hungover or if I generally feeling quite dry. I know I do love a good face mask, but I don't actually know that much about them. And when I go to the shop and if I go and buy one, I tend to just buy the cheapest one or tend to buy clay ones.
So a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you tend to use them because they make a difference to your skin or because of how they feel?
Do you know what? I think a bit of both really, because I like the way they feel and I love it when you take it off and your skin just feels dead fresh. And I think it does make a difference. I do.
So I recommend face masks quite a lot to my patients. I recommend them sometimes after they've had treatment, or if their skin is a bit sensitive, or if they've been traveling a lot. They're really good for that. The idea of a face mask is that it allows nutrients to get into the skin that you wouldn't be able to get in by just using skincare, because the skin's always exposed to the elements and drying out and the sun. So having a face mask sometimes before bed or after a treatment can really help give the skin better nutrition. You
do get more from a face mask than you do with like a moisturiser. I think maybe it's because it's like sat on your skin for a period of time.
That's it, you've got that longer period of contact, and also there's usually a special carrier system in them so that they can get those antioxidants and the nutrients into the skin.
So we're comparing, aren't we, today?
I've selected 4 face masks that I think are quite good, and a good range or a spectrum of the masks out there. Some of them are very cheap on the high street. Some of them, one of them we sell in the clinic here, and there's a couple that are a little bit different.
The first one that you've selected is this Neutrogena one, isn't it?
Inexpensive mask, probably costs a few pounds. You can buy these on the high street in a pharmacy or drugstore.
I think it's actually $2.99.
Right, okay, perfect, $2.99. So
that's that one. Then the next one you've got is this Croma Hyaluronic Acid face mask.
So the Croma mask is the one that we sell a lot of in our clinic. It's a pretty good mask for patients who've had treatment. I use it as a recovery mask to help hydrate the skin and nourish the skin after treatment.
Perfect.
So we're gonna have a look at that.
The third one is this Starskin VIP. I like the packaging.
Yeah, this mask is a slightly higher end mask. It's still a water-based mask, but let's see if it's worth the extra money compared to something like the Neutrogena.
And the last one is this one.
The NO2, this is the dry mask.
Yes, I'm actually really interested to see.
So no water.
What this one's like.
And apparently it boasts about having a special carrier system that allows a better penetration and a higher concentration of nutrients to the skin.
So, should we start with the first one, is the Neutrogena?
Well, it's a hydrogel mask, isn't it? And it's got adenosine in it, and it's good for fine lines, rejuvenating the skin, hydrating the skin. So the results of this are supposed to reduce fine lines, make the skin feeling more smooth and more youthful looking, and it doesn't clog your pores, and it's good for sensitive skin.
Do you actually think they reduce wrinkles though? I mean, I know it sort of claims it reduces wrinkles, but I think it's more hydrating than it is wrinkles.
Well, a lot of wrinkles are caused because of dehydration of the skin.
That's a good point.
So I think if you were to use one of these masks just once, is it going to reduce your fine lines? No. If you were to use them all the time and to get regular nutrition, hydration into the skin, then of course it's going to help prevent fine lines.
Oh, okay, here we go. So as you can see, it's quite watery.
I get all the good jobs. Very watery, that, yeah.
Well, there's your
oh, it feels, ooh.
There we go.
There's a little bit there. Is that supposed to go on my lips?
Yeah, I think it's like a little flap, isn't it?
Okay.
See, this is the issue I sometimes have with face masks, because sometimes if they are very slimy, they can be quite difficult to get on.
It feels very hydrating and smoothing, but it will because it's soaking wet.
It's very wet, very slimy, and I think it's actually quite difficult to put on your face, and I don't think it's sticking very well.
I think this would feel quite nice if you were feeling a little bit ill, maybe from a hangover or something. But I think that for me to sit here for 15 to 30 minutes with this on,
not really
It's not
ideal.
really going to be convenient. I mean, I don't have time for that. So unless it's maybe something before bed, but you couldn't just stand and walk around with this on. You'd have to lie down flat on your bed. It's not staying on my face. I didn't like the feel of it when you took it out of the box.
I thought it was very slimy.
It's quite messy. I don't think I'd like to have that on my face.
How does your skin feel now?
Yeah, it does actually. I mean, I've not had it on for the full 30 minutes, but I think that it feels a bit more it feels good. It feels more hydrated.
So out of 10, what is your score?
5.
5.
5.
To be honest with you, I think I'd give it a 5 out of 10 as well. Our next one is the Croma Hyaluronic Acid Face Mask. Now this one is a rejuvenating face mask with
Hyaluronic acid.
Yes. So this is the one that you sell here at the clinic.
Yeah, we sell this because this usually we sell these to patients because they come in packs of 8, I think.
Yeah.
So they're really good for patients to take home after the treatment if they've been having fillers or if they've been having even Botox or if they're having hydrofacial treatments. So lots of things. It's great post-treatment, and also it's a good way of keeping the skin hydrated when they're at home.
And what's the cost of this?
They are usually about a box is about £50 to £60, but you get 8 of them in there, so about £8.
Okay, so it's a bit more. It is a bit more expensive.
It's a little
than
bit
the
more,
other, but it's a bit. I feel like it's a bit more. It looks a bit more medical. This face mask actually claims that it restores the skin's natural glow, elasticity and firmness. Again, it says it's a hydrating with hyaluronic acid.
The thing about hyaluronic acid, just to recap, is that hyaluronic acid is present in all our cells, and hyaluronic acid is like the solution that all our own collagen takes a bath in. So as we get older, the bath that our collagen is bathing in dries up. So hyaluronic acid is really good in the skin. It's really good in all the parts of the body to improve the collagen and keep the collagen nice and hydrated. So as we age and it dries out, we want to keep as much hyaluronic acid in there. As we lose hyaluronic acid, we get more skin damage. It's more prone to oxidative stress. It's more prone to fine lines and aging. So as much hyaluronic acid as we can get into the skin, the better.
So I've just opened the packaging. It already feels a bit thicker. Doesn't feel as watery and slimy, which is great.
We get good feedback from patients with this.
It's actually got like a plastic layer underneath, which is quite good really, because then you can actually open it out properly. So we're going to take the plastic layer off.
Yeah.
It does feel a bit better than the other. So just keep your head straight for me there. So yeah, this one is feeling, obviously it's got the moisture.
This feels better.
Yeah,
this feels better.
It's got the moisture. I mean, it doesn't really help that Martin's got a beard, because I think it's not sticking very well to your beard. You get that same sort of like, you know, hydrating sort of feel from it, but it's not dripping and soaking, and it's not squishy.
The mask feels more substantial. It feels much more comfortable and better fitting. Yeah, more secure to my face. And I'm definitely still getting that nice hydrating feeling. And I think after having some fillers or having like a chemical peel, I think this would feel really good. I'd like to have this on.
And you can just wear that, you know, when you're watching TV or whatever, can't you?
Yeah.
Feels a bit more secure.
Now my skin feels different after that mask. I can feel there's a little bit more tingling, a little bit more sensation. There is definitely a better penetration from that second mask than there was the first one. The first one just felt quite wet and cooling. This one feels like I've actually now getting products into my skin.
That's good.
I feel like I've had a hydrofacial.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's great. So yeah, I think that one overall for me was better than
definitely.
the first.
Score. I'm going to score that one.
What would you score it?
I'm going to score that at 8 out of 10.
Really?
8 out of 10.
I'm going to go for a 7.5, maybe 8. 7.5, 8. I still thought it was quite wet and a bit messy.
Okay.
But generally, I thought it was a lot better than the first product. So this is more of our high-end mask now. This is the one that comes in at £12.50. So actually, of all the masks, it's the most expensive.
Yes.
Isn't it?
I think so. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because the other one's a little bit cheaper than that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to open it up. I love the packaging of this.
Well,
I mean, I'm a sucker for branding, and I think this is packaged really nicely. So it's called the Starskin VIP Gold Mask.
They do different ones with the Starskin, but they do a silver, platinum.
Yeah.
This is the gold, I think.
Yeah, so this is revitalizing
Bio-Cellulose.
Bio-Cellulose face mask, exactly. Again, this one, it says it's a premium sheet face mask, and it's vitamin rich with coconut juice, called Bio-Cellulose. So they've all actually got a bit of a different angle really, haven't they, with their sort of ingredients and what they're claiming that they do. It claims that it adheres to the skin like a second face. So we'll see what it's like. So inside of there, we've got this.
It's very difficult to find out exactly what's in this mask. I mean, it says it's got, fabulous ingredients in it, but they're all down there.
Sorry, I'm gonna here we go. I think especially around the stubble, it's not adhering very well, so I don't think that's a fair representation, because around here, it's adhering
I think this is adhering as well as the last mask, the Croma one. And I think it feels a little bit more immediately. It feels wetter than the Croma, so it feels as wet as the first one, but is adhering like the second. So I'm getting a really good cooling effect. My skin is tingling already a little bit.
The actual moisturising product that's on there feels nicer.
Smells of coconut.
Yeah, it smells nice.
Okay.
So 15 to 20 minutes, and then all you need to do, exactly the same with the other masks, you take it off and it just says rub in the rest of the products into your face.
It's quite substantial and it feels good on the skin. Looking at it, I think it's quite difficult to know exactly what's in it. I think it's designed for feel more than function.
Because I think maybe, I don't know, I think the Croma one probably had a bit of both, didn't it? Had the product and it also had the stability of this
Definitely.
Because this does look stable. I mean, it's quite thick. You can see it's a bit more of a, a substantial quality.
So it is a better, I would say it's definitely, this reminds me of the first mask, but a much higher quality version.
Yeah, it looks like your skin's a bit more hydrated.
Well, I've had a load of masks on. It feels quite good. It feels better, certainly better than the first one. I think the second one felt better on the skin after taking the products off. But I thought that was probably by far the nicest smelling and feeling mask of the two.
Luxury.
Substantial, hydrating. This is the problem. I can't really find out much about what is in it, but I'm trying to have a look. But according to the ingredients list, hyaluronic acid doesn't appear to be on there.
Right.
Not bad.
Not bad. And out of 10, what would you give this one?
7.
Yeah, I think I'd go for about a 6 or 7.
7. Feels great.
Smells great.
Not sure about how good a product it is or what it's doing for my skin.
So we are now on to our last and final product, which is this NO20 dry face mask.
The idea of a dry mask, or the benefits of a dry mask, is that first of all, you haven't got the water, so it's going to be less messy. But also, with a water mask, because the skin can't absorb water that well that's placed directly onto the skin, you can't get the same amount of concentration. So the science and theory behind dry mask is that because there is no water there and it's got this kind of biomimetic delivery system, which your skin is supposed to recognize, you can get a higher percentage of active ingredients. So in water, if it's maybe 10%, these can be up to 80-90%. So the theory claims.
That's interesting actually, because what I would think, and my worry with the dry mask would be, I'm not going to be getting the same sort of absorption, I'm not going to get the same amount of goodness and vitamins and nutrients. It's funny that, because actually you would think the contrary, wouldn't you?
So actually, although this probably won't feel quite as hydrating and as soothing as maybe the wet masks do, might be getting a higher delivery.
First of all, I actually quite like that there's no squidgy. Well, let me get it out first.
The other thing you can do with a dry mask is it's reusable.
So here we go. No squishy, messy stuff whatsoever.
There are different versions of this mask. This one has things like shea butter and moringa oil.
Slightly, yeah.
So this completely feels
completely
dry.
different. So I'm just putting this on. What I actually quite like is it's got these little hooks for your ears.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, you look a little bit like Hannibal Lecter,
but because it's quite
look
fitting.
At how nice that fits on there.
This fits amazingly.
Yeah.
This is an amazing fit.
That fits.
I mean, I can walk, talk. I could go for a run with this on.
Yeah.
Not that I do any
running.
running.
You'd scare all the kids in the neighbourhood, but
I could go to the gym with this on.
No mess, no squidginess, no slime everywhere. Went on a dream. I love the little ear sort of loops that you can
Feels
put around
very,
your ear.
very substantial.
Yeah. Looks good.
If you're traveling and if you're traveling a lot or you're on the go and you're worried about having the time to sit there and lie there with a face mask on, then I think this is fantastic. Being dry, you don't get that nice really sort of soothing, tingling effect. I do feel though that there is something going into my skin.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like, I'd say I don't feel a tingling. I do feel a mild sort of tingling effect actually, yeah.
When you've got all of that product and all of that slime and goo, it's, number one, it smells great.
Yeah.
And number two, like you really feel like, I don't know, when I've used them before, when you take them off, they just feel so like...
Yeah, your skin feels hydrated.
When the air hits your face, you do feel that hydrating sort of effect, don't you?
I think it's very, very difficult, you know, to compare this mask with the others, because most of the other masks, one of the massive benefits is the feel of them and how you feel. Both that sort of soothing effect, so post-treatments is going to be nice, you know, heat treatments, and then also that sort of tingling and that hydration effect. With this, you're not going to get that.
I feel like those ones are a bit more like a girls' night in, sleepover, girls round, get a takeaway, put your face masks on. This is a bit more practical, I feel. And the thing is, generally with face masks, I think there's a place for each one of them really. I think, let's take this one off and then we can rate it out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we take it off, please?
Let's take it off. How do you feel like with it off?
Yeah, good. I feel really good actually, yeah. It feels quite nice. A little bit of mild tingling on the skin, no irritation. It's definitely getting antioxidants into the skin, and I'm definitely getting nutrition in the skin, so that's good. I think that it probably works certainly as well, if not better. But what I do like about it is I love the fact that it's dry and that's reusable. I can take that and get a few wears out of it.
What would you give it out of 10?
I think based on that alone, it has certainly 8, maybe 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. I would put it somewhere between 8 and 9. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. So, I mean, that's great. And I actually think that's helped me a lot because it's really useful knowing what sort of masks are right. And, you know, I think each one of those masks has a different place.
Yeah.
You know, like I said,
different occasions as well.
Yeah, if you've got like a girls' night in and you want to have the nice coconut masks and you sit there with your cucumbers on your face, maybe the Starskin or the Croma is something, you know, always better. If you've had a medical treatment and you've got inflammation and redness and soreness and you want to get that hydrating feeling, I think the Croma one was brilliant.
Yeah.
I think the Croma one, to be fair, was best of both worlds, really. It wasn't like the Neutrogena, really slimy and difficult to get on. But it wasn't, you know...
It felt good, but it was definitely penetrating the skin.
Yeah.
So that was a great all-round mask. For me, my top product, because of my lifestyle, my travel, would have to be the NO2, the dry mask.
Yeah.
And I think my second product on my list there would be the Croma. I think that's a great one, especially if you're a girl, you want that kind of nice, hydrating, soothing feel. And it's also quite substantial and you want to improve your skin, and also post-treatment as well. So I think with those two masks you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. This is the most expensive.
But you get more use out of it. You get multiple wear.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I don't know how much I'd want to put a reused mask back on my face. I don't think I would. But I think, you know, if I'm travelling, I'm going on holiday or anything like that, this definitely would be sort of like a one-off treat, you know, one-off treat for me. Do I want to be spending £20 every single time I buy a mask? Not too sure, but I think definitely for travel.
For me, that's the one I'd go for.
Yeah, you'd go for this.
Every day.
For me, I think I would go for the Croma. I think you get, for £60, you get a box of, £50-60, you get a box of 8. So it's quite good value. But yeah, it really depends on what you want from the mask. So guys, we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you found that product review useful.
I found it really useful
I found it useful, and it's actually really nice getting your opinion, because obviously you're a doctor and you work in skincare and you know what you're talking about.
Definitely.
So it's quite nice to get that medical perspective as well. So.
And I've had a load of treatments, face mask treatments here now, but you've done for me.
Exactly.
I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Please leave a comment and feedback below if you want a certain types of video, or if you want any more information. Please leave the comments, let us know.
We've also left all of the details of the masks that we've used today, the prices, where you can buy them from, all below. So I hope you find that useful too.